Good evening, I'm Dan Burritt. We are now into what is the longest cold snap in 30 years here in Metro Vancouver. We know that many people are trying to get inside and trying to keep warm, but it's not just humans. Tina Lovgreen now with a story about pests who are also moving indoors.
Rat droppings. See, this is, you smell that smell? That is rat urine.
Exterminators are busier than usual these days as the unseasonably cold temperatures are driving rodents inside searching for heat.
It's a matter of life and death. They've got to find shelter.
Rats don't retain body heat very well, so when the mercury drops, they will do anything to stay warm.
The ones that don't find somewhere to live will die. So if they can feel, if there's a small crack leaving a little bit of heat out, they're going to work with all their might to chew that big enough that they can get in. Otherwise, it's game over.
With the deep freeze in the lower mainland, the ground has become too hard for burrowing, and nesting in trees has become too cold for the scrambling rodents. But there are plenty of other places the pests can nest.
They will nest in car engines because they provide heat, garages, attics, anywhere that they can find. Basically, a hole about the size of a $2 coin will allow rats entry. If it's a little smaller, they'll just chew it big enough that they can get in.
Even an outdoor barbecue serves as a pleasant home out of the cold.
Definitely rat footprints in the dirt here.
Experts say now more than ever, homeowners need to make sure they aren't leaving any holes that will allow rats to sneak their way in.
There's a gap here that certainly would allow mice in, possibly an adolescent rat.
Another tip, clean up any clutter around your house.
It encourages rodent presence because it keeps them out of sight.
Compost is another big attraction for rats.
Even if you're only composting grass, it's going to produce heat, and the rats will want to burrow in and live right in the grass. If you're composting food waste, it's food.
And it turns out the resilient pests will eat just about anything.
Grass seed or fertilizer is forgotten about, and it's not thought of as a food source because we wouldn't eat it, but rats and mice, when pressed, will be happy to eat it.
With no end in sight to the cold weather, exterminators say the busy season is set to continue. Tina Lovgreen, CBC News, Vancouver.